Well, we have been talking about the various titles and descriptive names of God, and today I want to talk about an unusual name with tremendous prophetic significance. So welcome to this week's Shabbat Shalom devotional, when I seek to share just a little inspiration and bring a little peace to the close of your very busy week. So what is the name? It is Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner. We read it first in Exodus 17. Why in the world would God be described as a banner? What does that mean? Well, the title is declared by Moses there in Exodus 17, immediately after the defeat of the Amalekites, who had attacked the Israelites without provocation. And the Lord assured Moses ultimate victory over the Amalekites. So Moses built an altar, and he declared its name to be Jehovah Nissi, the Lord is my banner. Well, first, we have to understand the role of a banner in warfare. So it was a sign of victory. If you can imagine an army overtaking a hill, whether it's in World War II or any other war, here with the Amalekites, the army takes over a hill, a high point, and they erect their flag. That's the use of a banner to declare one's victory in battle, claiming that territory as the victorious ones. So that's our God. Our God is our victorious God. He is our banner. He is the claim, the message of our victory through him. Now there's another verse in the Bible that talks about banner, and I want to read that to you. I read a few of these verses last week, but this is out of Isaiah 11, where it's talking about the branch, the rod of the stem or the root of David or Jesse. So starting here in verse 1, there shall come forth a rod from the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. The Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him. And it goes on to describe what all he will do. I'm going to jump to verse 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, who shall stand as a banner to the people, for the Gentiles shall seek him, and his resting place shall be glorious. It shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again, the second time, to recover the remnant of his people who are left. He will set up a banner for the nations, and will assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. So let's back up. As I explained last week, this branch that's going to come out of the root of the lineage of David, this terminology goes back to the idea of an olive tree, that when it's cut down, the root still lives, and a whole new tree can just branch out of that root at some point. So this coming king and Messiah is being described as this, a branch that's going to branch forth in God's timing. And then here in verse 10, it says that the Gentiles will seek him, that this root, this branch is going to be like a banner to the people, and the Gentiles will seek him. Well, the banner here is not so much a banner of victory as it is a rallying point. And of course, a banner of victory, once you establish your flag, you have declared your victory, it does become a rallying point. So this becomes a rallying point. But what is so prophetic here is that the prophet Isaiah is saying the Gentiles are going to be drawn to this banner, the branch of the root of David. And that's exactly what we've seen happen over the last 2,000 years as the Gentiles have come to him. But then it goes right on to say, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord is going to set his hand a second time to recover the remnant of his people, and he will set up a banner for the nations. So what is a banner here? It's a sign, it's a message. And what is the regathering of the outcast of Israel back to their ancient homeland, which, by the way, is happening in our very days? What is the message that that banner proclaims to the nations? Well, it is a banner that proclaims our God is victorious, His word is true, and He is faithful to fulfill His word. He is regathering His children just as He promised to do. He is warning the nations also that if they do not rally to this banner that's being raised, that they will suffer judgment, because God's word has promised judgment of the nations based on their treatment of His people. So this is God, our banner, is a sign of victory, but it's a sign of a message to the world. I am a faithful God, and my word is true. So as you take a little Shabbat break this weekend, reflect on Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner.